Satan started fighting me when I was in my mother's womb. And so the Lord orchestrated my birth. My birth was in the car while they were taking my mom to the labor room. I was born in the car.
On the 2nd day of December 1977, Apostle Arome Osayi was born into the family of late Mr. Rcnglobal Osayi in Kogi State, Nigeria. He is the 5th child of the family of 7, but tragedy came upon him during his birth. He was born with a face palsy, and that made part of his face disfigured.
Because Satan started fighting me when I was in my mother's womb. And so the Lord orchestrated my birth. My birth was in the car while they were taking my mom to the labor room. I was born in the car. Because Satan had waited for me in form of nurses in that place to delve a blow, a terrible blow on this vessel. And God allowed me to be born with facial palsy. So that when I arrived at the place, facial palsy means I can't move, I'm not in control of half of my face. So I've never closed this eye before. So when I arrived in the hospital and they saw that the arrow walked. See, it's already paralyzed here. That was what they saw that they left me.
Apostle Arome Osayi gave his life to Christ when he was 7 in Ekwa 1, Makurdi Barracks Road, during a Sunday school class. Growing up, Apostle Arome Osayi was very intelligent, so he wanted to become a university lecturer. He secured an admission into the University of Makurdi to study chemistry, and due to his high level of intellect, he desired to become a lecturer. God's plans for Apostle Arome was not lecturing, so God allowed the devil to afflict his grades and memory retention. Apostle Arome Osayi shared how he would forget all he had read during an exam.
While I was in the university, like you, like most of you, I had an ability that I believe I had much more than the average man, the average student. I had the ability to cram. I've not seen a human being that can cram like me, and I'm not boasting. Those days, the organic chemistry 101, 102, 203, 303, 101 had a handout of 175 pages. I could cram it, every single page, and recite it. So stay with me, stay with me. So I don't read until maybe a test is close by. I don't read until the exam is close by. Then I cram the notebook. Come for the exam. I can write the entire notebook for you. I did it sometimes and they felt I was cheating, so they now brought me and placed me in the front. I still reproduced books, I used to tell my colleagues those days that they were all cursed because they study so much and they can't retain. I say it's a sign of a curse. There was no man as proud as I was, and I was proud of my mental ability. That whether you were white or black, Indian or Sibian, if I sit with you in class, I will beat you. Unfortunately for me, we attended a prayer meeting. And in the prayer meeting, the prayer point was, let us ask the Lord to take us, all of us. So I was manipulated into praying that such prayer. After I prayed that prayer, God took me seriously, even though I didn't mean it. When I left that place, everything changed. The next exam I was supposed to write, I took the book, I crammed it like as usual. And I went into the exam hall and forgot it. That was my first carryover. It is a taboo for me to carry over. It's a taboo. Guess what? The next exam again, I crammed it. I entered into the exam hall. I forgot everything. I had carryover. It happened for 5 core courses. And the implication of that is that I can no longer graduate with my mates because it happened at the wrong time. Are you there?
Apostle didn't know it was God that permitted the failure, so he kept praying, fasting, and commanding divine wisdom. But the more he prayed and fasted, the more he failed. Later on, Apostle admits that God didn't allow him to succeed because God wanted him to forget his wisdom and ambition to become a lecturer, because he was destined to be a preacher of the gospel and not a lecturer. Apostle Arome Osayi finally took ministry seriously. Although he graduated with a third class in school, God promised to give him a job, and when he left school, he got a job in the oil company. Fast forward to today, Apostle Arome Osayi is married to Reverend Dina Osayi, and he is currently the sermon of Remnant Christian Network. Apostle Arome Osayi has raised so many spiritual sons in the likes of Reverend Victor Anene, Evangelist Esiri Kesiena, Apostle Michael Orobo, Apostle Edu Udechukwu, Apostle Sorochi Adiko, Apostle Tolu Amola, Prophet Jesse Jankfa, Prophet Joel Ogebe, and lots more. His spiritual sons are many, and all of them are shining the light of God into this dark generation. Number 1, we struggle when we try to create a path God hadn't created for us. Number 2, trusting the visions of the Lord is our only sure way to fulfilling destiny. Are there other life lessons you got from this video? Do well to drop it in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. See you on my next video. God bless you.